Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the disability rights. So, let's get into that. I'm going to be talking about the ADA, which is the American Disability Rights Act, and it protects people with disabilities from discrimination. And this law was signed in 1990. My parents were born in the 70s. Like this, like when my parents were kids, this law did not exist. That's wild. Anyways, so before the Disability Rights Act was in place, people who had disabilities couldn't have jobs or go to school or take transportation or go anywhere in public, basically, because society wasn't comfortable. Aw, society wasn't comfortable with people who look different. Aw. So we were sent to institutions. Um, and they thought that that would help us to be isolated from everyone. All right, okay. Anyways, wrap it up. That's not that does not help in no way, shape, or form. So, anyways, we could not go in public, basically. So, from the mid 19th century to the mid 20th century, ugly laws existed, and these ugly laws banned unsightly or disabled people from the public. So, like, if you're an amputee, if you're if you got vitiligo, if you got a skin condition, things like that, you couldn't. Like, I guess, like, I don't know if Michael Jackson ever thought about that, but like something they could have used against him was the vitiligo. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not saying that because of that. I'm saying that because of the law. Like, you know what I mean? But I think people with vitiligo are beautiful. I don't think they're ugly at all. But these is like not necessarily ugly people. Like me, I'm disabled. I'm not ugly. I know that. Anyways, but that's like I couldn't be out in public. Like people with dwarfism, people who were abnormally tall, people who were abnormally short, people who were born without hands, people who were born without a certain limb, like just couldn't be in public. That's sad. But this law was first made in San Francisco in 1967. 1967. That is wild. Like, not to be, but that's wild. So, and the laws cost some people their livelihoods because some people before this did have jobs, did work that were disabled. But there was disabled street vendors, panhandlers, and performers who were forced out of work due to these ugly laws. And in the mid 1910s, a 35-year-old Cleveland man with clubbed hands and feet had to give up his newspaper salesman job because of the law. Like, that's just like, and like, these things are still happening. Like I'm not gonna get woke on here, but like, anyways, so the last recorded arrest related to the ugly laws was in 1974 due to activism from people with disabilities. The ADA was set in 1990. So basically, I don't know what the like who the last person was to be arrested for this, which you're not a criminal if you're disabled. That's wild. Anyways, but that's how they felt about it back then, I guess. But and back then, not even being that long ago, not even being that long ago, mind you, my parents, one of them at least, was born in 1970. The last recorded arrest due to an ugly law was in 1974. What? Anyways, that's just like absolutely mind-boggling to me. Like I don't even know. Like, and I was born, thank God, like very privileged. Like, I realize that I'm very, very, very privileged. Like I some people don't even get help like at all who are disabled. Like sometimes their parents give up on them, put them up for adoption. They don't get help. A lot of them don't make it, and I'm very privileged, and I'm glad that I've made it. So yeah, these laws, bro. Like, and I also want to talk about Sam and Colby. Okay, you're probably like, what does that have to do with this? Okay, listen. They went to an asylum or a haunted place, abandoned building. I think they used to be an institution for people who had disabilities. This place, let me figure out what it's called real quick. Penhurst Asylum. Over 10,000 patients were there, and there were like doctors that lived there. They could not leave. They had to be with these people, and these people were typically people who had abnormalities about them. And that's like, and it's probably because of the ugly laws. Like, there were places where people had to go. Like, asylums weren't just for people who had mental issues who needed help, which that's a whole nother thing. And there were people like that in there too, I'm sure. Um, and that's a disability in itself, the mental disability. But people who were like me could have been there. People who looked different, people who didn't have a limb, people who were born with an extra finger, like just things like that. Those were the kind of people that were there. Yeah, so during these ugly laws, there were places like Penhurst, and it was originally known as Eastern Pennsylvania Institution for the Feeble Minded and Epileptic. Yeah. Penhurst was once seen as a model institution, and it was a product of self proclaimed progressive era where the solution to dealing with disability was forced segregation and sterilization. Since the 18th century, a similarly self proclaimed age of enlightenment, people with illness and disabilities were labeled as defectives as late as the 1820s, such as defective, along with other dependent deviant groups, such as aged paupers and the sick poor, were grouped together and sold to the lowest bidder. Yeah. So that's what Penhurst was. And I'm sure there were other places like this. And I know in my state there was, like, for sure. For sure. For sure. Um, and 5,000 people passed away here. So it's like very haunted, and it's known as like a haunted place, so that's why people like Sam and Colby go there and do videos there and stuff like that. Um, and it's really sad. Like they would be handcuffed in like these cribs basically, and like just so many terrible things happened there, and just no, like, and I'm sure that people did think like, I'm sure there were people that had a genuine heart and like believed that these places were right for people, and that the segregation wasn't doing harm, which it was. I don't know how somebody could have come from that place, but I'm sure they could have. Um, I don't know. I don't understand. I never understand like any sort of like hate on any groups or anything like that. Like I just don't. I don't understand. Like especially like disabled people. Like what? We're just disabled. Like we didn't ask for that. That's just how we are. You know what I mean? Like that's just the way the cookie crumbled. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not my fault. Like you know what I mean? Like and that's why I'm like these places make no sense and like it's just heartbreaking, like absolutely heartbreaking, and I feel like people need to talk about it more, and I feel like people are on social media, and I'm adding to that conversation here and hopefully educating some people about it. But yeah, I that's just what I wanted to tell you guys about. I wanted to talk about the ugly laws and talk about the ADA, and the ADA exists, and I'm very thankful for that. I went to public school and I had a job, and it was good. So yeah, and I'm very happy and I'm very privileged. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I wasn't born in this time. But for real, this is the best time for me to be born in because if I was born back then, bro, I would cry because they're like I don't think there's anything they could have done about it. Like they tried, but I don't think there's anything they could have done. And thankfully to the people in the 70s that were fighting for us and fighting for disabled people, got the ADA passed. Thank God. Hallelujah. Thank you. And we should have rights in the first place. Like everybody should have rights in the first place. It doesn't matter. Like, and I know that I live in America where things, they're not perfect. They're real rocky, like I'm not gonna lie. But I'm glad that we're freer here. Disabled people. And I hope every single disabled person, black, Hispanic, any Asian, any, I hope that they all, I hope that we're all good, you know? And that's just what I hope for. I hope that I live to see everything work out and everything get better. And that's a very hard thing to think about, but yeah. So, anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a big old thumbs up. Happy Disability Pride Month. Everybody who's disabled, whether it shows up, whether it's a physical thing, whether it's a mental illness, whether it's anything, like any disability, love you and you're valid, and I hope that you know that. And you can do anything you put your mind to as long as you really want to do it. But yeah, I'll see you all in my next video. Don't forget to stay bananas. Bye bye.